All right, my friends, welcome and hello. Hambbage here. Hardcore vanilla Minecraft coming right up. Let's go ahead and launch the game. We are, of course, as always, playing in the Java version of the game. And sit back, relax, kick your feet up, and enjoy. We're going to have a blast. Um, it has been a noticeable amount of time since the last time we all got together. We make our way over here cautiously. Um, usually I do these around my lunch break kind of time, and or I should say recently, and it is now a very dark early evening. um, you know how that goes after daylight savings time. Everything feels like it's really different. So I did go online and do some researching, and all I did was look up Hoglin food, and it does appear that they are big fans of the crimson mushroom, and I don't know what out of that caused such issues, but it would appear that that was our challenge, and I am still going off the working plan that. I mean, am I just this intimidating? What's your deal? Okay, there was him. We got one of these guys, and of course, after I've gone to look for what we're supposed to do, um, there is only one visible. I don't think that's another. I think that's a hole. See that miss? So there's this one. We could bring him over, but I don't really. There's a few. Okay, and in fact, what do we have here? Oh man. Okay, well there's the one that I didn't want yet. So let's do this. Stop. Stop. Dude, I don't want to die. Oh, okay, this is getting better. Getting better. Oh man, I didn't even. Okay, I did get some food there. You know, can we just. Hold. Oh man! Right, this just got bad. Just got bad. Don't go into mob wrangling with hostile mobs without having some apples on your toolbar. You know. Hoo hoo hoo. Okay, he's still coming. Dude, I need to just have. If we could actually sprint for a second, that would be cool. Okay. Gold apples. That's what we have them for. Armor's still in decent shape. So now I've got to. If I can just blow by him, which is, I guess, easier said than done. Or not, or much easy. Just easy. Easy? Easier than nothing? So next up, we're going to try to. Hey. There's that one. Oh, I just got him, Matt. Come on. Would you give it a rest? The game knows. Oh my gosh. Okay, another apple. That's not my sword. I knew this was kind of building up as we were moving around there. And what do I always say? Don't let the game dictate it to you. Go and take care of these guys. So let's now get this one. Come here. Oh, that's by a hole. Let's get this one. Not by a hole. Come here. And then he's not going to be happy while we bring him over to here. Oh no! What? Oh man! This is... Stop. Where'd you come from? Oh. Sheesh. Come on! Wait, I want you. Okay, he's on this time. So I'm guessing what I need to do is now plop there. And then, hey, do that. Okay, we've got two. Want some? Get some. Whew! These things are not going to stop spawning long enough for me to have a real shot here, are they? There's that. Done. On the toolbar, if I could just make this happen, that would be great. Before I even go get that. Okay. Would you, heart, go together. What are you doing? Will they not breed with leads on? Go get your buddy. Come on. Don't be shy. Get a little closer. There we go. Get it? Yes. Holy smokes, that was difficult. Now I've got to get enough. You know what? Let's do this now. Okay, he's gone finally. Put stuff away. All this random stuff. Right? Okay, now let's go try to get this lead. Now, hopefully we have enough inventory space for all of our shulkers. We did. I guess I'm a little over paranoid. Okay, now, last thing. I already killed their child. I was going to take a screenshot, but okay, and this does escape the game. You notice nobody behind us is doing anything, so we are safe here as we take a look. So, breed all the animals is now up to 17, leaving 5 on the list. While we're in this mode, we're going to risk it again. Oh, what did I do? There. There. Come on. What are you doing? Why won't you... There. Got it? Alright, you guys can see that, right? So, where are we at? cats, which we're doing very well at. Biomes, just missing the 2. And here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're taking back Hoglin. We just bred them. And now we should have 17 here. 5, 10, 14. Oh no, not again. Oh, Strider, right? We did Strider. 5, 10, 16, 17, and it was 17 out of 21, which is not 5. That's 4, right? Axolotl, Fox, Mushroom, and Ocelot. Whew! Save that. Come back over here. Remove that. Remove that. Good. You guys are back to seeing the game, right? And boom. We're back into live stuff. All right, well, that was fun. Not really. But we got it done. That's the most important part. Let's go back home and do a regroup. Oh, you see this guy? Oh, now he won't bother us because we got the gold helmet on. So let's not forget that when we get back home. It was actually a little more time than I kind of thought, and in all that surprise, I didn't look to see how much time that took us. 11 minutes. I knew it was early, but good to get a basis. So I think we're first going to head home, regroup, put our netherite stuff back on. Come on. Reload our food, which got decimated, all that stuff, figure out the inventory and all that. And fair warning, we'll probably do a bit of chill. I'm thinking I do want to turn the crops. I'm thinking that I want to go trade. And with that, I think just with trading with the farmers, we should get enough XP to repair up all our netherite gear. If that's the case, then maybe we try once again to roll our librarian and get our missing, power 5 I think is our enchant that we're missing. I have to think about it a little bit, but something like that. We may also, we can start to move into Ocelot, I think is the next closest. Well, we got Fox over there too. They're pretty similar in that they both involve shy, untamable animals, right? And that's translation for anybody who doesn't know. That just means they're a big pain in the butt. They are not fun to deal with because they run away from you at any of the slightest provocation. Leads help us a bunch with that, and the fence posts and everything. So we can, I mean, it's certainly doable in the sense that there's not a whole bunch of other hostile mobs around us like there were with the Hoglins. It's a whole lot easier. It's just, one of those you're jumping through hoops the whole time. Now, did I have other steak? Got copper. Do I have anything over here? Ooh, that's always nice. That goes here. We actually have an extra piece. And we have a tier here. Those are scattered all over the place now, I have a feeling. I know we've got some down in the potion area. I don't know. Maybe a dragon? Dragon kind of feels like even more of a such a mess. All right, we threw these two in here just to get them out of the way. We don't need our hoe, but we probably should repair it a bit. Swap that back. Let's swap our helmet back. Do I even care to keep a gold helmet? I don't think so. Let's put some of this other stuff that's going to go downstairs eventually here. Warped fungus on a stick. I think that's going to go in the animal box now, because that's the only time it would ever get used. A couple of random carrots. I think a full stack. We don't need to actively breed anything. When we do a harvest, I am going to... And I'm just doing this because if we're going to stick anything in with the goodies, I'd rather have it be fully topped off. Is there anything in here I really don't need? Kind of think it's this. Like if we need to make an anvil. Oh, maybe it's that too. Do we have a flint and steel in our tools? Oh, we took it. Oh no, we do. Okay. Well, that can go. These seem to be. I always make one whenever I don't have one handy, and they kind of creep up. Okay. Animal stuff. Let's... Somewhere I know we've got... down by the Wither Farm, I think we've got a ton of oak fence. Maybe just at the bottom of the stairs. That needs a ton of refill. Let's go... And this may take a little bit to reset the stuff I really want to set up for the flying, and yeah, here we go. So let's get a bunch of those. In fact, let's get more. So you never know what's gonna need to happen, and like I said, well, I don't know that I want to use oak. But I would like to have these kind of accessible. For the expanded farm areas and stuff, birch is obviously the color to use around the farm and everything. And we may even start switching out any gates or things that we don't have to match that up with the barns and everything. Was this it? Here. Okay, somewhere in one of these. Only 39? That's a lot. Okay. That was a waste. If we're here and we're doing all this, should I just grab all of this junk? What else do we have here? Some wood. We can actually use that at the moment. And that's it. Railroad stuff. We got a whole railroad box now. And then the rest of this is just chests. And I don't see a reason to pull that back. They're easy enough to make now. As we walk, I'm going to take a sip. Oh yeah, that's that late afternoon round of coffee that's like the re-round boiled water through the grounds. Oh yeah, it's stepped down appropriately for, man, almost after 5 o'clock. Because the grounds got run earlier, that a lot of the potency of the coffee goes in those first couple cups, which you need to open your eyes in the morning and, get going, woohoo, take on the day. So in the afternoon, if you, on the occasions when I do make a second cup, it's nicely weakened at that point. Just has a little less intense flavor. Okay, now here, wasn't exactly where I envisioned keeping that, but it's okay. And then we'll come up here. Railroad box. Tracky stuff, and oh yeah, we had a whole separate section for carts. I was wondering, I was like, how do we not have any carts? So these are just marked, and these are distinct. Here, I'm gonna do. I think I want to leave the birch. Bring. Is this just being? You know what? I don't even think I need that. Let's just use. I really thought I had more of these because this is usually how I start the game. Way back when we were first making our farms, and I was like, okay, am I going to use cobble? What am I going to do? I usually will make a bunch of fence gates like that. So I think those will, using oak fence and jungle gates, should at least make the gates stand out. Sometimes if you use the same color wood, it's tough to see where your gates actually sit. We don't need those. These really don't fit with animal stuff, right? They're defensive. The hoglins don't like them, so they can kind of be used to keep them at bay. And then let's just see what we got here, because I don't want to run short. Boop. Boop. Those away. I was thinking to myself right there, maybe I should just take all the slimes down from there, but I'll leave a stack. And then it threw me off when it was empty. I was like, oh, I guess I'd already set up that system. Okay. Leads here. We've now got a good stock of those. We've got sweet berries for the foxes and a whole bunch of cod for the ocelots, and we have wheat so that if and when we find mushrooms, we've got all those. Axolotls, I think, are fish. Are they not? We'll figure that one out when we get to it. What else? It's either that or glowberries maybe came out new with them if they made that a deal. No, we'll have to wait and see. But, what are we doing here? Pretty good. Spare totems. Pumpkins were for the golems. A lava bucket. I guess if we ever need those things. This is kind of redundant. But we have to ask ourselves, what else are we trying to put in here? I think this is legit to carry. And our 2 boats. By the way, that's a lot of ender chest if I'm ever looking. I know I scattered some into shulkers for a while, but I think they've kind of come back. But for the reason why I didn't need to pick up that one, I kind of like everything that we've got there now. think we're good. These are not. Oh wait, is it wet sponge or dry sponge? To be determined, I guess. All right, we need stone in there. We need to clean out all those. That's going to get cleaned up. That goes with us. We do need to get all these things kind of touched up, at least that hoe, so I can feel good about putting it away. Let's just leave those there for now. I think we're set. But now watch. This is the way to make sure you never see a slime. I'm hoping in the course of cleaning all this stuff up, we get some slimes. And it's going to take a while to get this hoe fixed because we've got to repair on our armor. It got pretty dinged up in the course of just kind of enduring a lot of damage. So I think you can see that the helmet and the boots got a lot of it. But when those have caught up, then we should be good. Let's put these two down. Stone, I assume we still have some. Yeah, here we go. And we'll probably need some cobble too, which I know. I don't have plans to do any. I guess I didn't need to do all that. Any extensive cobble mining right now. I'll just double check. To be continued on that one. Maybe if we get the foxes and ocelots done, see how it's low. This is our beacon. Glass and diorite we combined, so those are now all filled up. Let's check this. I know we have like at least one empty bottle in here, which we can swap. And what is this? A slow fall. That's not a bad thing to have. That away. Fire. Nope. Fire. Oh. Fire. There we go. If we load them up, then we don't have to worry about it down the road. And someday we may be, mining ancient debris or something, and that's a lot of. I think there's some TNT in there. Let's just take a look while we're here. A little bit of TNT, not very much. Do I have more under the gunpowder? Do not. Okay. Something to make more of. Again, with our current spot in the game, I think we're kind of good on leaving a lot of that be. I don't think any of this was enchanted. I actually got one in there. Not really trying. That's when it always goes. Okay. Rest of these, let's see what we got. Try to do everything but the nethery stuff, and then I guess that wasn't very nethery. That's close. Quartz. This copper didn't ever need to come downstairs. I can go over here. We got slimes. We'll probably get more of those. So, worst thing to put away. Ender pearls. Ink sacs, I think I've only got upstairs. Sticks, let's... Upstairs, 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 upstairs. Leather. Shroom lights. Aqua. Is that down here? What do we do with the aqua stuff? Do I even have an aqua stuff place? Man, we were doing so good. There it is. This is just regular prismarine blocks. Fiery stuff. And warpedy stuff. This is where that goes, right? Or did it go over here? Under the not growy stuff. There's a system. It's trying to work in my head. Oh, what a mess. I don't know how those two didn't get command already. Alright, growy stuff. So we've got greenish growy stuff, reddish growy stuff. Over here, we've got red, 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 and done. Okay. Growy stuff. This is where this is what we still haven't decided on the mushrooms, I guess. We don't have any here at all. Nilium. I did remember which of those to use. Aren't you guys proud of me? Alright, are we doing mushrooms over here in the mushroomy section? Can't hurt, right? Now, how did I end up with two of those when we were breeding them and only used two and I grabbed up all those others? Where'd they end up? Upstairs. Zzz. I feel good to clean like this every once in a while. I mean, I'm the worst. I hate it too, but I'm so happy when I'm done with it. I'm like, oh, everything's back to good. Oh, look at that. I even remembered how we were setting up on those. Still, at some point, wool and dye are going to be a deal, but we haven't really gotten into any large-scale production of that kind of stuff. I don't see any of the colored mushrooms there. That's good. But I do want to take this and this down to the potions, because that's where they get used. Yep. Okay, now, are we good? We've got to go get our chests. Excuse me. I guess well, I don't really want to pick those up. I'm looking there to see what the sky is doing. It is nighttime. I could have just jumped on the bed. All right. Time 35. That was doubly painful. Not only because I had to go back to get it, but also because... Are you... I don't know, a creeper walking up behind me now while I'm doing that. Because I also lose an inventory spot. That was an awesome jump off that block. Get tripped over a shoelace. Okay. So, we'll try to do a quick spin on the harvest here. We'll have seeds and chests. Seeds are going to go to the silo. Well, maybe we'll just put them in here and wait for a bigger load. Because we've really found that we're not going to come close to hitting our capacity. Unless we make a bunch more fields, which I'm not too worried about. You know, maybe at some point we play around with the automated farmers, get them doing everything sight unseen with the mine carts to go pick everything up. Checking to see how much we had here. But again, that's really the only thing we're really looking at there is making additional bone meal to mush into bones to eventually have bone blocks potentially. Bees seem busy. Haven't really looked in a while. I'm assuming we still have like 4 or 5 bee nests to populate, or hives, whichever. There's a nest and a hive. 2. Unless there's some down at the other end. That's better than I thought. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. First of all, seeds away. We don't need them. We don't have any wheat, and I'm not sure how our cows are, so I want to make sure they have some feed. We do have some steaks. Oh, wait, this is actually feed. Okay, so they're doing very well. That's kind of nice. So while I don't have any real intent to continue breeding on these guys or anything, the bottom line is when you got critters under your care, you gotta have some food for them, right? So these are just kind of stockpiles of feed, and I would love it if there was a, kind of a manger. The hay bales are awesome for doing that or giving us that look and effect, and we may do some of those down here as well. But I think that's just kind of a nice thing to do. Have some feed. We'll want to have some upstairs as well, but for those animals, hay bales really are more the deal because they can actually eat hay. Um, so that's kind of cool. All right, beets. These will just be trade items. As far as I know, unless it's like axolotls, nothing eat beets. Chickens, of course, the seeds, but we've already got a load of those. As you all saw. Kind of nice. We haven't done our fields in quite a while. It's good to get our fingers dirty again. Feel the earth, right? Give our bees something to fertilize. They're all charged up there, and that was a purposeful design there to add bees all along the length because they can then come and range into the fields. And for anyone who doesn't know, it's been a long time since we've talked about any of this kind of stuff. The bees act like bone mealing your crops. They'll go out once they've found a flower, and that's why we have so many flowers over there. It's colorful and bright and fun to have, but it also also has a purpose in that if your bees can easily find flowers, and you can do that with natural bees too, which is how we started out. There's actually some bee nests in the woods back behind over to the left, beyond all those beehives. So back in those trees were a couple natural bee nests, and that was where we started out. We transplanted dandelions and poppies to try to give them a whole bunch, and of course we used those to try to breed up our natural bee population before we had silk touch and started moving stuff around, so that they would kind of wander their way over to the crops as we were getting going. I think that was the order that it went in. All right, let's clear the inventory here. We'll set these. And that's how long it's been. Always, even if you're thinking about how you want to have wheat for your cows and your sheep and goats, do your pumpkins and melons first so that they can respawn while you're going. Now, it's silly at this point. We're not going to reharvest, and I'm not looking for maximizing the emerald, so it's not that big a deal. But if you are early in the game, trying to slam emeralds as we were for enchantment trades and that kind of stuff when we're trying to get our gear set, do these two first, and then while you're harvesting the rest of your crops, you'll have, maybe not quite another full stack, but, you can already see a new pumpkin popped while we were doing the others. So, just a good practice. There we had one that must have popped while we were going. And fortune on the hoe. We've talked that one through many times. Fortune, we've done the comparison side by side, a regular hoe versus a fortune hoe. And for carrots and potatoes, you get like 3 to 6 extra stacks, I think. It was a lot. And on the wheat and beets, you get extra seeds, and that's why we made the bone meal factory. It was just, I might as well use it and gather them up. Kind of one of my things in hardcore is don't don't waste stuff. Don't find yourself going back to get more sand when you've already had to dig out sand and we're just tossing it. Try to throw a chest down and store it on site so you can come back and get it. And the same thing goes here. If you've got fortune and can get extra seeds for it, you may not need them, but you may need the bone meal or bone blocks or something. And like I said, a build idea, just decorative, big and slow, I'm sure, but fun topic for a build. And as long as it may take to get everything, it doesn't hurt to have it already stacking up for you, especially if you can automate a little bit of it. And I guess that would be something I haven't heard of. But I'd be more intrigued. I love those clouds, by the way. It's been so long since I played with clouds. Probably, I'm thinking I turned them off when I had wings in Slow Cooker and haven't had them back on since. And those sunsets and sunrises are pretty cool. Now, of course, I'm pushing the luck. We're so. Oh, there's a bed. I was gonna say, I don't have a bed. I always talked about having a bed just out here, one on either end, but now what we do want to do is just quick look, make sure no creepers. See that guy over there? I do not want accidental creeper issue due to farming. Okay, do I have any carrots in either of these? Bloop. And I'm going to keep a stack for the pig. Keep 2 stacks. This will probably cause trouble with the potatoes, but oh well. We could say maybe we do both, right? Do a potato and a carrot chest for the pigs. And this is just me. They're not visible, but it begins to start giving some storage to those spaces, some purpose to the area. And I talked about at some point, item frames placed on the walls as kind of storage racks, right? You gotta kind of squint, look at it sideways, and suspend your disbelief a little bit. But for things hanging on walls in a barn, so we can have some leads and maybe some saddles and that kind of stuff I talked about for once we really get up to having fast horses and mules and donkeys and things all in the stable there, we can have a set of saddle and armor for them, so they don't have to wear it all the time, which I think some of them are still wearing saddles inside. Use for animal. I mean, you would never keep a horse wearing a saddle or tack of any kind when it's not being active. A blanket or a horse fly. I guess it's just a fly hood kind of thing, right? Those are a little different. They help keep the horses cool or warm in season, or free from pests, right? There's our poisonous potatoes. Can those be used with arrows for the special? We got our trade from Franny, right? Who we haven't been back to visit in a little while. But we like to convert our arrows into. They're red. Are they flame arrows? I don't remember what kind they are. Never use them because we have the infinity bow anyway. But they're fancy and too much Hambbage. Too much. All right. This here Now, I wonder what time it is. How long did that take us? Oh, get through the door. Alright. So, a little variety for each. And, maybe these go into barrels or something. Would be cool. Let's put some chests. You grew up. Oh, you're so cute. You want to come inside here? Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, maybe I can't. All right. Well, you stay out there for now. Here, I think maybe we'll go. And again, hay bales would be certainly something, and some barrels. Cauldrons for water are another cool little add to put in. Maybe we won't stack hay, but we'll get to some of those kind of decorative things. So time 51. We can still do this. Oh, back. I always love it when I look at the game in OBS. I'm like, escape, get me back in. I want to play. Oh, yeah, I need to go back to the right window. Okay, now we didn't really try to hold anything. We might be able to jam all this into the inventory, but can't even remember 2 seconds later where we had everything. We'll be close. And then we used up our wheat. So we can now run on back. You guys remember when we were doing this endlessly to try to keep the emeralds in supply? And this is still pretty comparable. I know, villager trading halls to just get, kind of infinite your emerald supply is a different deal. Oh, he's still coming. Hold on. I wasn't ready. I said I wasn't ready. It's not nice to keep coming when I'm not ready. We may not have, depending on, well, I guess we got a bed. Depending on how many lava slimes there are to fight and repair our gear, we may not have time to do the actual trading. I almost had the dun dun dun. Was that NBC? Hey guys, I know, long time no trade, right? I don't remember if I'm supposed to do anything special with you guys, but maybe finding the ones that, well, we could work for sales. I don't care that much, honestly. We're not going to be hanging out to wait for them to reset. And I'll probably still have too many. No wheat. We do have pumpkins. And melons. And pumpkins. Alright, where's my beat buddy at? Beat buddy. A lot of unemployed friends around here. Nothing. I know we had 2 beat guys, didn't we? You're not even a guy. You're not interested. Maybe it was this guy. Beats. No. No. Yes. Stash those away. Got this sinking feeling that it was potatoes we were always a little long on, right? And it wasn't too big a deal when we were constantly breeding new villagers. Now they do take basically 2 emeralds per stack. Some slow change, but you can see. Oh, okay. That's good. We can reset our load here. We can maybe get a goodie from one. Oh, they're not ready yet. Well then, look at us just blinging up the blocks of emerald. Are you kidding me? You just gonna go steal my bed? Alright. I'm gonna get mad at you. Everybody else all bedded up. Oh, we did repair the hoe. I should swap that for... Most of these are just imperceptibly nicked. Alright, we'll take a white bed. We'll see how long it takes us to lose that. It's kind of like changing the linens, right? Always, I've talked about that before, how nice it feels when you got fresh, clean sheets. Tomorrow our weather's supposed to keep going down. It was so windy today. It was bright, partly cloudy, and then it darkened up a little bit in the afternoon, but it got super windy. And if there's any kind of weather I really don't enjoy, it's wind. I think that's kind of common, but cold doesn't get me. Rain doesn't get me. Snow I love. And even down to the point of... Wow, that worked out. Hey, we even... Oh, that means... I should have swapped. Alright, we're level 50, buddy. I don't know if any of our potato guys are going to be ready again yet. It would be nice if they were. And this will probably get us long on time. Alright, not worth it. Just go set these here for some future event. A bunch of emeralds that we'll forget about again. But that's pretty good. And this is reset, ready to go. That didn't get fully repaired, but good enough. Leave him to bed. We're going to go on home, and I suspect... Now watch. They just swarm us. Oh, there's one. This is probably going to make us really long. Help me fix my spade. There's my spade all done. Oh, hey. Oh, you're on the edge. They're just so close. And if we're going to spend a whole episode getting everything set back to ready and do some of the things we haven't done in a very long time, kind of be nice to get the whole feels like it's so close. Tells you how much those trades really do, and we loved them early in the game. It was almost as important to just trade out the produce, crops and stuff for the XP as it was to get the emeralds for the trades. Alright, well, we didn't quite get it, but there's also a diminishing return, right? And we cleaned up the area a little bit, so maybe the next time we go through it won't be a total madhouse. I'm sure we're going over now, but we're going to drop off these last two things. There. And there. And buckle your seatbelts, because we're going to run upstairs, too, and drop off all the, like the hoe. I guess this is the main thing. I'm going to that with that and put that back in its place of honor and necessity. Alright, so future episodes. I think probably next we go either Fox or Ocelot, depending on a whim and our mood. And this is a problem. And we go look for a blue shulker box. Oh, man. All right. Well, I think we know we had it. There's not too many places I think we would have been likely to have left it. I didn't notice it, that we'd missed it at the Hoglands. Man, if we did it there, it's gone. It's going to be like the brown one all over again. Oh, man. All right. Well, whatever. We're over. Oh, yeah, we are over. Hour 4. Sorry about that, but thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I hope you guys had a wonderful time and enjoyed. You all stay awesome, and we'll see you back here for the next one. Remember, Twitter, updates after the videos post, and or subscribe in YouTube. Let you know the same, and keep those comments coming. Always appreciate them. Talk to you later. Bye.